Jordan and Lance here with another MJRL Hobby Stuff video. Today we're looking at Wave 2 of the Castlevania Diamond Select action figure series from the Netflix series on the Netflix. Animated Netflix.
Also, you'll notice that the packaging is different. I think they went with like a cheaper, less complicated way to package it, and actually it's gonna turn out better for all of us when it comes to opening, and actually maybe retaining the ability to store these individuals in their original packaging, which will help with all the different accessories that they usually have.
Yep.
So again, you can buy them in the whole set, or each are sold separately, and if you wanted to get a la carte, you could. Boo! All right, we're gonna start opening them and reviewing the figures.
We're starting out with Godbrand. This is the back of the box. They're all pretty much the same. This figure is based on the TV series, approximately 16 points of articulation, except the characters swap around as you open the different boxes. All right, there he is. Boom! Everything that comes in the box. Check it out.
Not generic brand, but Godbrand. So let's see. Ooh, I really like the texture on his kilt right here.
Mm-hmm.
You see that it's there's a lot of different intricate sculpting to make it look like a real piece of wool.
Fur, yeah.
Or fur, I guess, yeah. Again, the sculpting on the head's kind of interesting. Let me check on the... Again, you know, we just opened him. The joints are a little stiff. You play around with it a little bit, it'll break apart some of that residue they keep on the figure at the factory. And again, we're seeing that same problem, you know, very complex, sturdy piece of material sculpted out of rubber to mimic his look in the show, but again, definitely prohibits his mobility and limits his ability to do super dramatic items. The hands are a different sculpt than Alucard and Trevor in the first set, and actually there's way less hands.
Way less.
But definitely manicured pointy fingernails. He has a scabbardless sword.
Yeah,
you know, there was like multiple scabbards in the previous line, but you know, the blade is cleaned up. It's not as ate up and splotchy as Alucard's sword was in our previous video. And then let's see, he had his creepier face of Nosferatu, you know, that very old black and white vampire movie that was illegally based off of Bram Stoker's Dracula. And it was so long ago that Dracula's widow sued them for copyright infringement and won. So that's very interesting. Okay.
The axe.
Oh, the axe, yeah.
Solid battle axe.
For lopping off human heads, and then I guess you can drink out of them like Jamba Juices if you were a mighty vampire warrior.
All right, that's Godbrand. Moving on. Next on the list we have Carmila. She's a bad bee. Again, back of the box. Just the images swap.
And you'll notice like they did away with the little bio paragraph
there's
that
no
they had.
bio.
Yeah.
It's all generic.
Okay, so she's kind of a babe, which is weird because she's an action figure. I probably shouldn't say that, but you know, definite feminine looks. You know, high cheekbones, slender face, narrow waist. Good sculpting. The paint looks right. There's a little blemish right here. I'm not sure what this is, but we can easily touch that up with a little bit of white paint. You see, check the joints again. A little stiff right out the package. The real issue is like, yeah, her legs have no movement. She's more of almost a statue. So you'll see that she's the only figure that comes with a stand, which I disagree with because they accommodated peg holes for every other figure, which makes me wonder why they didn't have a stand. But this figure will not, I guarantee, will not stand up without it for long. There we go.
Yeah, nice.
Almost like a maquette. She's got one set of barely distinguishable hands, like.
She can hold a goblin. Well, they're very close.
Yeah, they're very, very close. I mean, they have like almost no difference in both of them. So I don't know why they only included one set of extra hands, and the extra hands that they did include have no real functionality, you know, opposed to the ones that she had. 'Cause I know you're gonna want to have an aesthetic, like vampire finger look, like she has in these hands, but it's duplicated right here. So I really think that's unnecessary. We'll see her more savage and seductive face, which is actually better, I think. So if I was to display it, I would if I was to display it, I would definitely use this head over this one. What do you think, Jay?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
Little
more
bit
express.
expression, yeah.
Okay, so definitely not a lot to say about this figure, except, you know, I mean, hey, the paint is nice. Design's in the right place.
I like the fade. It's very subtle, like black to red.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a solid line. It's a nice fade.
And thank you again for actually including the useful stand,
Yeah.
which Diamond Select Toys, which is what you should have done from the get-go.
Moving on. And here we go, everybody. The last figure of the series.
Vlad Tepes himself.
The Big D.
You know Dracula means little dragon in Romanian?
Yeah. Check it out.
All right. Well, first thing you notice, this guy is huge.
Humongous.
Like, understanding that they're all in the 7 or 8 inch scale, but if he's supposed to be, you know, if these are guys are supposed to be in scale, he's a big boy. You know, broad shoulders. He's a big boy, broad shoulders. Here's another thing, you know, nowhere near as many hands again as Trevor, but again, like, I don't understand. There's barely any difference in it. He's just curling the bottom 2 fingers. It's not like he's able to hold anything. He didn't come with a goblet or anything. Just barely anything. Yeah, again, the joints are tight, but this massive cloak he has, I mean, while I am enjoying the details on it, I mean, definitely you wouldn't want a cloth cloak for this kind of figure. I mean, you know, this is definitely the way to go, this kind of soft plastic. But again, it prohibits his movement. Not a lot he can do. Same thing with his legs. He's enclosed again by his very detailed cloak. But I mean, definitely just nice paint, a real menacing look to him, and really, you know, this arguably, although Trevor is the main character, the real star of the show is the Big D himself. So that's pretty much it. I mean, he does come with a giant candelabra like Liberace, and I'm not sure what the use is for. I guess lighting fancy European cigarettes, and this is his kind of sad Dracula suck face. Yeah. Any comment, Jay?
Oh yeah, I really like the detail work here on the lapel. It's very different. Yeah, I haven't seen that on anything else. And even the gauntlets, the forearm gauntlets are very, like, little detail work on them. Very nice. Like it.
Looks good.
I do. It does look good. Let's look at this candelabra real quick.
Okay.
It's got some crazy sculpting in that thing, too. Little nice shiny gold paint.
Right.
Though the candle flames are green.
I guess they're ethereal or infected. I'm not sure.
Even the little feet on this guy's got little...
I mean, it's detailed, but it is a flimsy piece, I guess.
Yeah, you're not going to put it...
It's just for display, but, you know, definitely feeling it in my hand, I'm like, wow. If this guy wipes out, you know, they didn't provide stands. These figures are heavy. You stand them all up next to each other on your shelf. You know, a large truck drives by, mild earthquake, a transition in the house, you slam the doors too hard. This guy falls over, wipes out his candelabra, snaps in half at the base. You know, I've seen that kind of stuff happen all the time. So it is unfortunate that they didn't provide stands. Maybe you can manufacture your own. Probably utilize stands that come with other figures of this size. I mean, the peg hole, I believe, is pretty standard. I mean, we were just off camera theorizing. If you guys are Microman collectors, you know, the Microman 200X line came out between, like, I would say 2002 and 2010 or so. The little clear plastic stands that came with it, I believe they would fit these peg holes, and they may have enough surface and to balance this figure correctly, and they're clear and smaller, so they would take less, you know, less away from viewing the figure itself. So that would be my experiment if I could find some to try and stand them up. Anything else, Jay?
No, man. That's it.
Okay. Well, one more thing. Please follow me at Hawaii Toy Box on Instagram. Really could use the followers. I'm not a popular fellow. Again, you know, please like and subscribe to the video, and we appreciate anybody watching this. Jay, anything else to say?
Thanks for the views, guys. See you again.
Aloha.